Yo, yo, yo. If you're a business owner or entrepreneur and you're not tracking your marketing, you're basically setting fire to your money. So I'm going to tell you exactly what to track and why. Let's get into it. So basically, why guess when you can know is the real premise behind it. Look, I get it. You're busy. You're focused on growing the business. But here's the simple truth. If you don't know what's working, you're losing money. You're just guessing. You're wasting your time. You're running ads, you're posting on social media, you're sending emails, all the time while you have no idea exactly what's bringing in people or what is a total waste. So I liken it to, imagine pouring water into a bucket full of holes. That's basically what not tracking your marketing is doing. If you track your marketing, you're finding these holes and filling these holes by fixing the holes. So what happens when you start tracking? Well, when you start tracking your marketing, you stop throwing spaghetti at the wall. Now, I know it's an Italian reference. I know all about it. But you get clarity. You get focus. You'll know exactly which social post, ads, which emails, whatever it may be, is making you money and is working. Then you can double down on whatever's working, whatever's making you money. And most importantly, you can cut what's not working. Why waste your time on things that aren't working? Cut it out. Most businesses are good at one piece of data, or most businesses are one piece of data away from being really profitable and having really good marketing. I'm serious. One piece of data away from sales. Keep that in mind. So what should you track? My recommendation is to keep it simple. What's the old saying? Keep it simple, stupid. So let me make this easy. Here are the top things that I would say every small business needs to track. Get a pen and paper, write these down. Number one, where are your leads coming from? Are they coming from social? Are they coming from email? Are they coming from paid ads? Are they coming from referrals? You want to know this so that you can double down on where they're coming from and produce content and try to get more leads through these channels that are already working. Number two, you want to know what's happening on your website. Who's visiting your website? What pages they're visiting? What pages are they spending more time on? That's the basics. Now, as you progress, you can track scroll depth. You can use Microsoft Clarity for heat maps, videos, things like that. But these are the main things that you need to start out with. Number three, track conversions. How many people are actually buying what you're selling, or how many people are filling out a form to buy what you're selling? Let's say they go to your landing page, they start filling out your form, but they don't finish it. There's a problem with your form. Let's say they go to your landing page and they don't fill out the form at all. There's probably a problem with your landing page. Number four, you want to track cost per customer. So how much are you spending to get one customer? If you're spending $1,000 to get one customer that only makes you $500, there's a problem. Now, if you're a startup and you're trying to establish a base and things like that, different factors factor into different things I like that, to help, establish what you want to do. Number five, email and social performance, I would say, is another thing that you want to track. Are people opening your emails? Are they clicking on your social posts? Are they liking what you do? Or are they just plain out ignoring you? You don't need fancy tools. Google Analytics is free. Google Search Console is free. If you have a website, the website provider, most of them provide analytics as well. If you're using an email automation platform, your email automation platform most likely provides reports. And with social media, they have analytics. If you have professional accounts / AKA business accounts for social media, you're going to get more analytics. So, why? I don't know. I guess the next important thing we need to talk about is why knowing your numbers is going to make you money. So let me give you a quick example. If you knew that 80% of your sales came from one blog post or one ad, what would you do? You would see that, learn it, and do more of exactly what you're doing. Write more blog posts on that. If that ad is converting really well and working real well, I'm going to create a whole bunch more ads that are just like that ad to get more people in. Data gives you power. It allows you to stop wasting time on the stuff that doesn't work. Stop the guessing and start growing. Now you're probably saying, well, what tools can I use? And we kind of discussed it earlier with Google Analytics and stuff. But I would say use the tools that you already have. Don't overcomplicate this. So, all right, let me tell you. Here's some of the tools that I recommend that are free or very cheap in price. Number one, Google Analytics. A lot of data, and free. Use email reports. So whether you're using MailChimp, Constant Contact, whatever you use, it's relatively cheap. I know the email automation software can be costly depending on how many contacts you have. But if you do have a lot of contacts, I can make the argument that you absolutely need an email automation software to send out drip campaigns, create nurture campaigns, just stay on top of mind with your customers, stay in front of them, let them know what's new and things like that. Social media insights, virtually all social media platforms, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, whatever it may be, is free to join. So they all have insights. Start using it. So those I would say those are the top 4 tools that I would recommend just to get you started. Now remember, take small steps that will eventually lead to having a big impact. Look, if you're overwhelmed, just start small, right? Track one thing. I hope this video hasn't overwhelmed you, but just start by tracking one thing. And that one thing is, where are your leads coming from? That's it. Once you know that, you can obviously make better decisions going forward. You'll start to see patterns. And once you see patterns, you start winning. Let's see what else we want to talk about in today's thing. Let's do some common mistakes that you want to avoid. So I would say, don't do these things. We talked about it a little bit earlier. Don't try to track everything on day one. You'll end up quitting. You will not track anything. Unless this is your job, unless you're a marketer who's listening to this, you have a little bit of a different mindset and different responsibilities. If you're a small business owner, you're doing multiple things, working cross-functionally with your departments or whatever it may be. You have a lot on your plate. Don't start tracking a whole bunch of things at once. Start small. Don't have the mindset of don't wait until you're big enough. Small businesses need this tracking more than anyone. Larger companies contract out for things. They have services they use, tools they use. All these things already provide a lot of their insights and analytics and data as well. So if you're a small business, you need this. You need to start doing this more than actually a larger corporation does. And lastly, I would say, don't ignore your data. Try to schedule a 30-minute KPI checkup once a month. Just put it on your calendar, adhere to it. Create a spreadsheet, put some KPIs in there that you want, and then, the KPIs that we talked about, and then just track them once a month. Spend 30 minutes on it. If you need to spend an hour, it's fine. Spend an hour. It's vital to your business. Like I said, once you're able to get that data and figure out what's working, you're going to double down on it, triple down on it, quadruple, double down on it, whatever it may be. And you're going to go from having sales from that one thing to having a lot of sales from that thing with multiple things combined that you're doing that replicate the first thing. We're talking with a lot of word garbage today, right? Word salads. So next, I guess I'll say, you need to work it out. So here's the deal, right? Track your marketing, know your numbers, and watch your business grow. It is as simple as that. If you want to learn how to automate a lot of this, I would say go on YouTube, check out videos, contact TravsX. We're here to help. But otherwise, go track something this week. You got this. All right, everybody. That is today's AKA, or it says today's walk and talk, AKA sit and talk. It's beautiful where I'm at. It is a balmy like 55 degrees. We did walking early this morning, and it was super cold. So I figured we'll do it when it's a little bit nicer out. But get after it, everybody. Remember, automate to elevate with AI.